message to Elon Musk, who says it's time to kill the bill?
Look, I have great respect for Mr. Musk. The man's got oranges. He plays outside the pocket, and I like that. His efforts were the most impactful that I've seen since I've been in Washington to try to reduce the spending. And he has changed, he's helped to change the debate. For 4 years under President Biden, the question that was always asked up here was who needs to pay more in taxes? And thanks to Mr. Musk and others, the new question is, what the hell happened to the money? And I think that's healthy. My response to Mr. Musk is that I feel your pain. He worries that we're becoming debt slaves. He wants Congress to learn or relearn the magical healing power of a no, and I agree with all that. I'm not prepared to throw in the towel on this bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow patriots, welcome back to the channel, where truth still matters. Common sense reigns supreme, and we never back down from holding our government accountable. If you're sick and tired of career politicians throwing around your hard-earned tax dollars like monopoly money, then you're in the right place. Now today, I want to talk about something that really got my blood boiling, but also gave me a sliver of hope. There's been a video making the rounds featuring a U.S. senator unnamed in the clip, but clearly someone who's been around the block in Washington reacting to Elon Musk's now viral statement. Kill the bill. And I've got to say, Elon's right. Dead right. Let me break it down for you. First of all, credit where credit is due. This senator actually praised Elon Musk, called him bold, impactful, said he's changed the fiscal conversation in D.C. And let me tell you, that's not just a compliment, that's an admission. An admission that for 4 straight years under Joe Biden, the dominant narrative in Washington was all about who should pay more taxes, instead of asking a real question.
Here's where we are with the bill. We're in what I call the lively discussion stage. And this thing can go in one of 2 directions. It can go in a positive direction, where nobody's completely happy, but we put together something we can all support. Or door number 2 is it turns into a crime scene. And I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist who worries, but I think we'll ultimately end up with a bill we can pass. If I were I'm labor, not management, but if I were running the show, if I were the majority leader, I'd say, look, folks, we're gonna have to work really hard. We're gonna have to adult real hard. That means working nights and weekends. And you say, well, why is that important? When we get together for 3 and 4 hours to discuss this bill and people can voice their concerns, it helps. I can't explain why. It's like explaining love or Bigfoot, but it just helps. We met about an hour and a half yesterday, and it was very productive. People get it off their chest. They feel like their ideas are being heard, and we need to do that. And we need to do it 3 and 4 hours over the weekend, every day over the weekend. And if we do that, I think we'll get something worked out by the July 4th. This is what I'm going to make a prediction. I could be wrong, but I think we'll end up getting 51 votes for this bill. I think there are 2 people, I'm not going to name names, who will not vote for this bill under any circumstances. But I think every other vote is gettable.
Where do you think Senate Republicans go when it comes to SALT?
We're going to make changes to SALT. It's my best guess. How substantial those changes will be, it's too early to tell.
You're concerned about the New York Republicans warning that they'll kill this in the House if you guys make this quicker?
Well, they've got to do what they've got to do. We've got to do what we think is best. And I don't think anybody votes on the basis of blackmail.
What specifically do you need to see change in the House?
You see, While DC elites are busy growing the size of the federal government and passing trillion-dollar bills we can't afford, people like Elon, love him or hate him, are finally shifting the conversation. He's demanding answers. He's saying what many of us have been screaming. We're becoming debt slaves. Now, the senator admits he agrees with Elon, says Congress needs to relearn the magical healing power of an O. Well, what the heck is stopping you then? If you agree the bill is bloated, if you agree we're sinking in debt, why are you still playing political games and keeping alive? The senator says they're in the lively discussion stage. Folks, let me translate that from Washington speak. They're bickering behind closed doors, trying to figure out how to jam this thing down our throats while appearing bipartisan. He even jokes that this could go in two ways, a compromise or a crime scene. Listen, if that's your idea of legislative optimism, then it's no wonder this country is circling the drain. He talks about adulting real hard and meeting on weekends. Wow, what heroes. You get paid six figures, live like royalty off taxpayer money, and suddenly working a Saturday is a big deal? Try telling that to the truck driver who hasn't seen his family in 2 weeks. Try telling that to the single mom working 3 jobs just to afford gas and groceries after your party printed trillions and sparked historic inflation. This is why we the people are fed up. He predicts they'll get 51 votes by July 4th. Well, here's my question. What's in this bill? What waste? What pork? What backroom deals are being slipped in under the radar while the media distracts us with nonsense? And let's not forget the part about New York Republicans warning they'll kill the bill in the House if the Senate changes it too much. The senator shrugs it off, says we've got to do what we think is best. Oh, really? You think you know best? How about listening to your voters for once? And his final comment, he says he doesn't believe in voting based on blackmail. No one's asking you to be blackmailed. We're asking you to be accountable. There's a difference, and it's called representative democracy. Fellow Americans, here's the bottom line. Washington is broken. We are trillions in debt. Our borders are open. Our economy is teetering. And our leaders are too busy discussing bills instead of protecting the future of this country. Elon Musk said kill the bill. I say he didn't go far enough. We need to gut the system that keeps producing these bills in the first place. It's time for zero-based budgeting. It's time for term limits. It's time for real accountability. And it's time to say no not just to one bad bill, but to the entire corrupt culture in D.C. that thinks spending more is a virtue. If you agree with me, if you believe in the Constitution, in liberty, in fiscal sanity, then hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with everyone you know. Because 2024 may have been an election, but 2025 is going to be a reckoning. God bless you. God bless our troops. And may God bless the United States of America.